Hello, everybody.
Hey,
This is Chris,
this is Alan.
and
This is Breath of Fire 4.
oh, okay. Well, I'll take the lead. Good on you, buddy.
Well, I'm the one playing this time, so.
Well, there you go.
This wonderful little title is an RPG by Capcom. I actually don't think a lot of people know about this series, so
Yeah.
hey, maybe you'll see something new.
Well, first, be honest. If it's not Dragon Quest or Final Fantasy, from at least back in this time period, there's a lot of RPGs people didn't pay attention to.
Yeah.
Basically, it wasn't Square Enix who cared.
Yeah, pretty much. And the idea of Capcom doing an RPG is a bit odd.
It's not that weird. I played Mega Man X Command Mission. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, but that was a fairly, technically speaking, that was a fairly recent game, kind of.
Yeah, sort of. Well, recent by general standards. We've still been this whole 6 years since we had a Mega Man game, but that's not the point right now.
Yeah. This game, I guess I could look at the cases came out in 2000.
Yeah. It's a PlayStation 1 game from 2000. I don't think it has analog control, although it does have apparently vibration compatibility. Not that it matters, I think the controller you're holding doesn't have vibration, so...
Yeah. This is going to be interesting, because I haven't played this game since I bought it about 15 years ago.
And I know basically nothing about the Breath of Fire series, aside from a little bit I remember watching you play when I was a kid.
Yeah? Well, let's get... Yep, 2000. Press the start button.
I really do hope that double tone is not indicative of there being the disc skipping.
Yeah, because it's in good condition. I don't know why it should be doing this.
Well, I noticed that since I'm using the emulator, it can read discs that the PlayStation itself can't seem to get by. Because, well, we have that copy of Misadventures of Tron Bond that'll work on the computer somewhat.
Yeah.
Which, if I recall, we tried that on the PS1, it wouldn't even start.
True.
So,
okay, and here's the primary character. Base name is Ryu. Interesting little fun fact: in every Breath of Fire game, the main character, well, is a I hate my stuttering, is a blue-haired character named Ryu.
yeah.
And I'm not going to change it because I like the story as it is.
All right.
Don't do that.
If it's problematic, we'll pick up a wrong between.
Yeah.
I'll go find an ISO between recordings. We own the game. I think we're allowed that much.
True. I paid money for it. I bought it brand new, so I paid full price too.
Yeah.
It all started on the third day after we had left the castle. That morning, we had entered the great desert on our sapphire. Please
unlike
note,
Castlevania, unlike me in Castlevania, my brother can narrate.
we were heading towards the town of Sinesta, the last known location of my sister Elena.
Which is funny because he stutters more in basic speech than I do.
Sinesta lies on the edge of the desert. All we had to do was cross the desert.
I guess he needs a script.
It helps. But please note, I will not be narrating all the freaking dialogue.
Yeah, we have a nice mixture of polygonal graphics and 2D sprites.
Okay, I gotta push a button to keep these going. Okay. Another interesting little bit: the girl talking, her name is Nina. There also in every Breath of Fire game there is a winged girl named Nina.
So this game has two Sids.
Oh, it gets better.
Or this franchise has two Sids.
Effectively, it gets better. Because Cray there is part of it's a tribe of cat people called the Warren that, from what I can gather, have been represented in the game ever since the second one.
In this franchise, apparently, I think you said you've done research. It goes up to 6.
Yeah.
We know it goes up to 5 at least because
Yeah. Breath of Fire 5, also known as Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter, was released on the PS2.
Yeah.
That one has... Interesting, the thing about the Breath of Fire series, that from what I can tell, from what I'm reading, 1, 2, 3, and possibly 5 have a somewhat linked storyline with many of the main characters like Ryu and Nina being either reincarnations or just descendants of previous versions. Breath of Fire 4 here kind of breaks that mold. It still has the similarities with the characters, but as far as I can tell, it doesn't actually take place in quite the same exact setting. Things are a little different.
So it borrows the tropes, but doesn't keep the canon.
Exactly. This one it takes the general ideas, redoes it, and kind of does its own little thing. Because like in the previous games, there's mention of like a goddess Miria, and that she doesn't even exist in this one. Yeah, it tends to get hot in the desert. You should probably travel at night. It's better.
So let me grab a drink real quick. Back on it.
All right. Yeah, it's been 14, 15 years since I played this game, so I'm not going to say that I remember everything, but I do remember. I think I remember enough that we should get through this all right.
Yeah. You know, I'm thankful I have a fridge in my closet. It makes it so I don't have to waste too much time on getting a drink.
That is true.
I suppose right there I probably just described a college student's dream.
Sandworm!
Are we on Saturn?
Huh?
Are we on Saturn? Well, sandworms. You hate them, right? Me too, man!
Another thing about this game is that the idea of what they consider a dragon can be quite liberal.
It's a very loose definition.
Yeah.
Wait, look at that thing.
Does that look like any kind of dragon you've ever thought of?
It looks like a suckerfish from hell. It's a giant flying leech.
Yeah. Where are its eyes?
I think that might be the swirly things.
I don't know. I don't think so.
It's either that or it has no eyes. Take your pick.
I think it's a flying graboid.
Oh, yeah. Just what the fuck we need. Graboids that fly. We need that about as much as we need a Sharknado. And yes, I'm aware it's a thing.
Yeah.
And apparently, according to game theory, it actually could happen, which is somewhere between amusing and horrifying.
Yeah, no kidding.
Belly flop! Yeah, you know what? Say what you will. It's still not as scary as the eel from Mario 64.
True.
That thing's a nightmare. It's just, bleh.
Well, they tried to make it look semi-realistic, and eels are creepy looking.
Yeah. You know what I love about old games like this? Like, basically, this is kind of like fantasy settings.
What's that?
The weird, at times, advanced, it's still primitive levels of technology.
Yeah.
Because here we have a small boat, which apparently is made of wood, but it floats and flies, and I have no idea how the fuck that's accomplished, but apparently it's mechanical means.
Yeah.
Or just the prevalence of airships in old Final Fantasy games, especially the older ones where it's very clear you're kind of a, King Arthur, Knights of the Square Table kind of nonsense.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yes, we're doing things and making, European fantasy, but fly ships.
At least in the original Final Fantasy, it was ancient, forgotten technology.
Oh yeah, that's usually the kind of thing they go with. It's just like, okay, so somebody figured this out a long time. That's just a general trope in fantasy anyway. It's like, we have magic and stuff and monsters and low technology, but apparently 100 years ago they had fucking robots.
Castles in the sky and high technology, and that somehow they've lost all of that. And they never explain how that happens either.
I mean, that is just a constant trope in fantasy.
Yeah.
Not even just in video games, I mean, like, just everywhere.
True.
It's like, I think at least like 3 or 4 novel series which do that. Oh, fuck. I forgot it does that. Yeah, sorry, Alan. Yeah, we're going to have to periodically tap the mouse.
Whoops.
Yeah, because unfortunately the...
I thought it was going to a cutscene.
Yeah, no, sorry, yeah. Just remember to reach out every once in a while and just tap the mouse, because
Okay.
the screen likes to go to sleep. It never does this with any other of my emulation programs. It does it with this one. I think for whatever reason, it doesn't recognize it as a thing. So it counts it as we're sitting here doing jack and shit for 10, 15 minutes at a time.
Yeah. You figure the button presses I'm making would count.
Yeah, but apparently it doesn't register through that way.
Okay, well, if I forget to push the mouse, give me a little nudge or something, and I'll do it. Or you can just reach over and do it yourself.
Yeah.
No, it's a wireless mouse. You could probably just
I
keep
could probably
it over,
set it on my lap, yeah.
yeah, just keep it over with you and just keep fiddling with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little sandflyers crashed, and they need to find parts.
See? Parts, not magic. Therefore, it is mechanical. What the fuck? How does this thing work? This is the kind of nerd crap I love in settings. Tell me, how does it work?
Oh god, I know there's a character from 3 that you'd probably fall in love with, a little scholarly bunny girl named Momo. She's got glasses, real cute.
I think I've seen pictures, yeah.
Fires a cannon.
Oh, hey, I like mechanically inclined characters.
Yeah.
The Sids from Final Fantasy tend to be characters I really like.
Yeah.
I mean, my personal favorites from Final Fantasy VII, that's because, God, I love that foul-mouthed fuck. And he just... Well, he goes along. He does not give Cloud an inch.
Nope.
It's just, oh, for the love of God, could you act cool for once in your fucking life? Like, him and Barrett are like the two best characters just because of the way they interact and they swear at everything. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
And again, that game's honestly really funny in hindsight when you know the story. It's about a crazy person, and a crazy person and his not girlfriend that doesn't want to tell anybody she's insane. But that's for another time.
Yeah. And here we have young Princess Nina heading out to get the parts for the ship, while Cray stays behind to guard it and keep this busted ass piece of crap from getting stolen.
Well, she's got wings and he's buff, so you
Yeah.
know, I'm pretty sure she can get across the desert easier than he can, and I'm pretty sure he could beat the shit out of people better than she can.
Oh yeah.
Of course, I'm wondering if whatever parts she has, if she'll be able to fly back with them. So this still doesn't quite come across as a fully thought out plan.
Well, unfortunately, at this point in the game, she can't actually fly.
Really, I could have sworn when we were starting up, we saw her at least take to the air.
Oh, she can jump real high and hover for a few seconds, but she can't fly.
Oh, fuck, lovely. Well, she can Superman her way out the fucking desert.
Yeah, basically, I think most of the characters have like a little special attribute they can do, and
Field abilities.
yeah, and hers is being able to kind of get a bird's eye view of the surroundings.
Oh yes, want to show off that wonderful 3D graphics and the polygonal environments by having you do an extreme pullout so you can see everything.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. I kind of miss this time period where like we had mixtures of 2D and 3D graphics and pre-rendered backgrounds and shit like this. I kind of liked this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, not to say there's anything wrong with like full-on 3D polygonal environments. They could be interesting, but they also have their issues.
Yeah. Such as clipping.
Well, we're not even talking about the problems with 3D models in general. Because like, not to keep talking about Final Fantasy VII, goddammit, but you know, like you play Final Fantasy VII, the original on the PlayStation. All the backgrounds are pre-rendered, which gives them which means you can end up with these like odd camera angles and like these great expansive shots that give you a real sense of scale of how big, like let's just say Midgard is.
Yeah.
Playing, say, Crisis Core on the PSP, where everything is three-dimensional, like, it's nice to be able to actually go, all right, cool, we're actually seeing streets, we're seeing environments, and we're seeing spaces you see, but everything also feels a lot smaller and more enclosed because, well, because of either lack of camera control or otherwise.
Yep, okay, gotta use the D-pad. Okay.
Yeah, I remember it was like a little bit of a lag going in and out of the thing from the, like, 5 minutes we tested it. Okay. Ah, Zenny. The universal currency of Capcom games.
And here we go. She gets a little bird's eye view.
See, I think circle or square you hold to run.
Yeah.
Why am I the one that had to say this? Because you're the one that plays the game. Like literally, I'm just doing with the little, like, the 30 seconds I played, I screwed around with this of.
Yeah. overmap.
Oh, and we have a thing. Chocobo! Chocobo! It's a black chocobo. That should be able to fly. Sorry, wait, I'm thinking Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah. Look at that hole.
Look at that dog.
No, they do have dog people. In fact, that's one of the characters we'll get eventually is from the dog tribe.
Well, we have cat people, and she's apparently part bird, so why not?
Yeah. And
And we're about to meet another party member who's part naked.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, Ryu's character is supposed to be from the dragon tribe.
Like I said, part naked.
Yeah.
Ooh, treasure chest. Ooh, that's a bad sound.
Yeah. And I'm
I
seeing
see
predator
that.
effects.
I like that effect. It's really nice with how subtle it is. I appreciate the effort that goes into it. Good to see Stink Chameleon's DNA was still at Capcom at the time. Honestly, I'd actually say it's probably one of the better like Predator-esque stealth effects I think I've seen in games.
Yeah.
Yoshi. I don't know. Well, don't say it like it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's not attacking. Do you want it to?
Why does it feel like that looked like it hurt?
I don't know.
Probably just a sound effect.
So it's a fly dragon. Wait, dragonfly?
Sure, we'll work with that.
Yeah.
Like I said, the general concept of what counts as a dragon can be kind of loose as far as form goes in this game.
Well, let's see. Reptilian has wings and a person. Naked.
Congratulations, full frontal nudity.
On a 2D sprite where you can't see anything.
Yep. Well, she's flustered.
Hmm?
And realization dawns on him.
Please put on some pants. What are pants? The one thing I have is a problem with, honestly, most RPGs in general. Not all suffer, but quite a few do. Is, slow openings.
Yeah.
And I find myself wanting to talk about Final Fantasy VII again. I swear to God, I need to. I'm gonna have to record it. I'm gonna have to play that one.
Yeah.
Just record it for the channel, just so I could hopefully get everything I want to say about that game out of the way and shut up about it.
Well, sure. When it was just her and the dragon, she's like, he's not really. It's not a monster after all. She talked with somebody else. She calls it a monster.
I've always wondered, like, when you have things like this, like, all right, now from a purely human standpoint, if something's not human and it's not really a normal animal, of course, even if it's just something scary enough, you can call it a monster. How do you define the word monster in a setting full of non-human characters? I mean, aside from using it in, say, as a term of, like, say, you're a monster to a guy that just, murdered an entire village and stabs babies for fun. That's perfectly understandable. But then you, like, say, well, actually, best example I could give, someone's played, if anyone in the audience has played the game, or I know we're aware of it and I've played it, Undertale. Everyone's called a monster. Now, at this point, we're just using that as a catch-all term for a non-human being. But what would they? But I know, like, if you do like a genocide run, they refer to you as some kind of thing. Of course, I think I might have said they call you a demon or something.
Yeah.
But like, there it went again. Thankfully, it's not going to affect the capture. So
okay.
Yeah, don't worry about that. It's not going to affect the capture. It just scares the shit out of us.
Okay.
So, like, how do you go about defining the term monster?
I'd say probably in most settings, a monster would probably refer to something that is generally seen as being overall dangerous to other sentient life. Whether or not it's sentient itself is debatable.
Hmm. I like the little portraits.
Yeah.
It's little touches like that that add character to a game that I appreciate.
At least in this kind of game, the fact that the portraits are static, it's okay. In modern gaming, you've got actual 3D models that, well, are more wooden looking than this.
Yeah, like, well, I just need a little bit to give me an idea of the, current emotion or expression of the character. Ah, okay, Rogue. I was going to say,
Yeah.
so we're going to skip how he gets out, aren't we? It's going to gloss over the fact that, she could jump high, but he can't do shit. Oh, okay, Rogue, never mind.
And Ryu is also another prime example of the silent protagonist. Somewhat, he doesn't have any actual dialogue outside of.
He's a Link.
Yeah.
Screams, grunts, yes or no's.
Yeah, but obviously they're having a conversation, but you can't hear anything he's saying. Only her responses, so you can kind of figure out. And aside from visual cues like that.
Yeah. I feel like one of the interesting things about this, kind of time period of games is the fact that since we're having this transitionary period where we're having technology advancing, and we're allowing to do things like this, we have these 3D environments that are well fleshed out and expansive and interesting, and you can actually see them in more detailed ways than you could say environments and older RPGs. We still haven't quite got to that, obviously, fun point where we can have good 3D models which can be properly expressive. So we end up with these middle grounds like this, where we have a 3D environment with sprites.
Oh, crap!
What?
I think I missed a thingy. Oh, okay.
We end up with sprites that can, at least I feel, can be a lot more expressive than a 3D model can. It can even have a lot more character to them.
Are you in the front? Actually, real quick, I'm going to make sure that he's...
And, instead of having, the detailed cutscenes which, pull in tight on the characters and show them around each other talking, we end up with just, a more wide-angle shot with portraits showing changes in emotion and expression. I like that better. Is it weird that I'm kind of waiting for the point where, Ooh.
And here we have combat.
Alright, this is going to be interesting. I haven't seen this before. What the... Kill it! Kill it with a stick! Its eyeballs are outside of its body. That shouldn't exist.
Called an Aigu. First, I said this is like a standard enemy in the Breath of Fire series. I remember these from 3.
Okay.
They're like slimes in Dragon Warrior.
Okay.
Ubiquitous kind of.
Yeah, slimes and Dragon Warriors, Rabites in the Mana series, or Seiken Densetsu, Secret of Mana, whatever you want to call it.
Okay, I want to say that
I don't
usually
think Final Fantasy has a singular kind of distinctive enemy like that. I mean, they have Chocobos, but Chocobos really aren't enemies; they're monsters, sort of.
Yeah. So I know one of the shoulder buttons does an auto.
I'll grab the manual.
Never mind.
Well, I'll still grab the manual and take a glance through it. If I can find it. Come on, damn it. Oh, God, I'm such a spectacular dipshit. Drop the manual. Okay.
Yeah, maybe the auto attack function hasn't been enabled yet.
Yeah, let's see controls.
Hey, Ryu leveled up.
So we have a different set of controls for combat.
Croc tier. As I say,
Well, actually, it says the analog stick should work. Try the left analog stick.
Nope.
Huh. What the fuck with the configuration
Controls
of
a
the
little
program?
bit. And I want to say though that's like in these little areas.
Oh
There's
wait,
like a,
wait, hold on. Crap, I don't know how the program works. I don't want to fuck anything up.
ooh, mage goo. I think that has a die.
Yeah.
You know, you
I
can
don't know how to turn analog control on this program on. Maybe you can turn it on. I'll have to check.
Yeah, we can worry about it later. It's no big deal.
Yeah,
Oh crap! It's still live.
I'll mess with that between sessions. I get the feeling it's one of the function keys on my keyboard, though. I don't see an auto attack function or auto battle function here.
I know there is one. It's like one of the shoulder buttons. I think it has to be something that gets enabled later on.
Yeah, because the only controls here we have L and R2 change character order and L1 and R1 change view.
Yeah.
I'll take another quick little skim through and.
Okay, those suckers are a little tougher. Yeah, because I remember when I was originally playing, it's like I could like hold down one of the shoulder buttons, and everybody would just auto attack until the enemies were dead.
Yeah.
But that was also later on in the game. Like I was trying to say though, but I seem to recall that on like little areas like this that there's like there we go. Baby frog. Ooh, that's a fishing item.
Oh, cool. Which will probably go into anything we do in fishing will probably go into separate episodes.
Yeah.
Like I'll probably like label them as like 0.5s on the playlist or something. Because you can say I recall the fishing in this game. My brother could, despite not liking fishing in real life, he can get lost in fishing in a video game. I swear to God. One of these days I'm going to play Sonic Adventure and he's going to make him play Big the Cat. Froggy. Anyways, let's see here. Let's see. We have commands. 4 types of commands used in battle. Hold down the R1, R2, L1, or L2 buttons. Display additional commands. No. Statuses. I don't see anything about an auto. Well, maybe it's something you pick up later.
Real quick, I'm gonna see if. Let's see.
Fairy coin, magic spells. Okay.
Ah, good. She does have heal spells. Excellent. Because Ryu needs a pick-me-up.
So is this one of those games where heal is cure and cure is heal, or is heal and cure cures?
Heal is heal.
Oh wow, okay, that's rare. I'm used to Final Fantasy where cure heals.
Oh, for curing, so they got Purify.
Ah.
And Sever. Ah, Wind Magic. Okay. Okay. And Ryu doesn't have any magical abilities yet.
Well, he's the guy you hand a sword to beat stuff up. Wonder how Catman's gonna feel when you bring a dude back to the boat.
As I recall, Kraid doesn't like it much.
Well, yeah, there's a blue-haired guy that she's already seen naked. That's just showed up. I mean, that's
And we have a dead platypus. Oh man, 1 point off from next level.
So what's like the party size maximum in this game?
Well, you can have up to 6. You can have up to 6 people, 3 active in the front and 3 in reserve in the back, and you can switch them out as needed. On the fly.
Okay, I'm starting to see where command mission came from now. As I recall, Mega Man X command mission similar. Like you had like all 6 or 7 party members with you at all times. You just had 3 ones that were active, and you could rotate them out at any time when you saw saw the need to.
Yeah, I mean, it may very well be that the basis of command mission was based off of this.
Yeah.
At least that's how it works in Breath of Fire 4. I think technically in a 3, which is the only other one I've actually played. I think you have a set number, and you have to
It's more like a traditional Final, if I say Final Fantasy 7, where you have a certain number of party members, you just kind of rotate people around.
Yeah.
Or possibly other Final Fantasy games where the game, through story, forcibly alters your party.
Oh yeah.
Which, God, that's a small little trope that just annoys me. I don't think trope's the right word, but it's a gameplay mechanic that annoys me, is the idea that I just don't have control over the party build.
Yeah.
Especially late game, once I've actually gotten a bunch of characters, I'm let me choose who the fuck I take to battle, damn it. Swear to God, if you force me to use Ket Shi one more time. I'm naming him Cat Shit when I play the game. Oh, God damn it. The screen went dark again.
Gotta remember to keep...
Hand it here. I'll futz with it every once in a while.
Okay, here you go.
I'll just... I've got busy hands. I'll keep. I'll flip it around every once in a bit.
You know, Nina, whenever somebody says something like that, something bad's going to happen.
I missed what happened.
She's talking about, it's a good thing you're able to jump because we're really high up.
Why would you say that?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Uh,
And she's gonna jump. A rock's gonna fall and hit her, and she's gonna fall. And it's like, oh, well, that's character dead.
I just love looking down from high places. Well, she comes from a tribe of bird people. They're used to it.
It's a furry world.
And
God
there she
damn it.
goes. Falls off the cliff.
You have wings, bitch.
And
Okay, good. And right there, slapstick, sprites, expressive. Love it.
yeah.
Well, don't you just feel like a dipshit?
Yeah.
You're not hurt, are you? Only my pride. Oh,
In other words, she can fall with style.
I hope so.
Bad thing is, I'm not sure if I missed an item up there because I saw a bag on a ledge, but I didn't see any alternate routes to take. So I don't know. Maybe I'll have to come back for that later.
Oh well, no getting off this train.
Yeah. Sun's going down and Cray's all alone.
At the risk of spoilers, I'm trying to. Was it this game or the other game where the cat guy you get as a party member has could beast out to a big old werecat form?
Yeah, that's 3.
Okay, that's 3. I thought that was 3.
The Ray,
Yeah.
I think is his name. Yeah,
Because
after the time skip, he apparently gains access to a primal were form.
Yeah, because as I was across, so we're watching you play that game once again long ago as a kid. You get to that point, and you have him in your party. Something happens. He did separate. There's a time skip. Next time you run into him, he's basically a big mindless monster. I think he's attacking people or something like that.
Yeah, and you gotta
Beat the crap out of him and knock some sense into his brain.
Yeah. Breath of Fire is another good one. I'd like to play.
Just find it first.
Yeah, just know what happened to my copy of it.
It's probably. I'm willing to bet it's probably somewhere in your closet somewhere in a box. I know you say it isn't, but this is also kind of a guy. I'm the guy that for the longest time was thinking a friend stole my copy of Turtles 4 before when we moved to this house, realized, oh, here it is. And just found it in a box that had been sitting in the back of a closet for years.
Mm.
Heck, I recall. I'll do that once again. Teenage Mutant Turtle game, Tournament Fighters. I didn't know where that was, and when me and Mom a while back were cleaning out one of the the corner of the living room, found it in a box.
Mm.
No other games, just it sitting by itself. Heck, I need to find my actual copies of X4 and Mega Man 8. I have the collections on the PS2, but especially in the case of Mega Man 8, fuck you, that sucks.
Where'd she get the rug?
Invisible backpack. Don't you know, Alan, in all these games, people have invisible backpacks.
Yeah.
You can't actually show them carrying the backpack, because that's not cool.
And they gotta have something to carry all the crap that... No, bag of holding.
Same difference.
True.
We've played Warcraft, where we're suddenly we're carrying around 6 sets of armor, 600 pounds of fish, 14 heads, and about 6 robots. But yet we don't have a bag or a backpack anywhere on us, just a bitchin' cape and some huge shoulders.
Yeah.
Or, for one sad time period in my life, shoulder yarmulkes. God, that was a weird glitch on Orcs.
Yeah.